Good morning. I am honored to introduce this year's student speaker, Dylan Riley. At UW-Whitewater, we encourage our Warhawks to spread their wings, explore their passion, and find ways to make service a part of their lives. Dylan has succeeded on all counts. A graduate of Oregon High School, Dylan chose to attend UW-Whitewater because of the strong reputation our College of Business and Economics, Wisconsin's largest business school. An active member of the campus's American Marketing Association chapter, Dylan served as Vice President of External Relations in the Social Impact Division. The group focuses on marketing-specific causes aimed at bettering society and advancing social good. Working alongside his team, Dylan helped to raise more than $7,000 for Paralyzed Veterans for America. His work and internship experience includes stints with State Farm of Fitchburg and Stoughton Trailers. Last fall, Dylan fulfilled a personal goal by studying abroad at the American University of Rome, Italy, where he had the opportunity to meet with representatives of the European Union and NATO. He graduates today with a finance degree after only 3 years as an undergraduate. Before our graduates marched in this morning, you may have seen the pictures on the big screen of hundreds of students who were hired before graduation. Dylan is one of them. We congratulate him on his position as a lending program specialist with Summit Credit Union in Cottage Grove. And we're proud that his Warhawk journey continues as he works toward an MBA in finance. Please join me in welcoming to the podium Dylan Riley.
May I just start by saying thank you to one very special person from Whitewater, Willie the Warhawk. Your enthusiasm at every football game, campus event, and sports meet is unmatched. Your smile is amazing, and your passion is through the roof. I'm not sure when you graduate, Mr. Warhawk, but know that we all support you. Distinguished faculty, honored guests, and the exceptional University of Wisconsin-Whitewater class of 2024. We gather here today to celebrate not only academic achievement, but also a journey of growth, discovery, and resilience. The time has come for us to recognize our hard work. We have dedicated these last handful of years to our education, and we have stayed committed. And I am thrilled to say that I am one of you. It is my privilege to stand here 154 years after this university's first commencement, representing an outstanding class whose stories are inspiring and whose future is bright. I'm elated to be here with you today to share my story, which is the Warhawk story. Our time at the University of Wisconsin-Whitewater has been eventful, to say the least. The last handful of years have been a whirlwind for all of us, and I can guess that most of you can remember back to the first day that you were on campus. Whether it was the 90-degree weather while moving into the dorm for the first time, going to Drumlin or Esker, or painting the road purple, we all can think back to those moments. For many of us, online learning was a significant part to our earlier time on campus. Attending virtual classes and meeting with professors on WebEx was the reality through much of this time. After enduring the hardships of COVID, our world adjusted to a new normal. With each obstacle this class has stumbled upon, we overcame it. With every setback, we pushed forward to success. For every step backward, we took 3 steps forward. The class of 2024 has proven to be filled with success-driven people bent on hard work and ambition. Commencement is more than just a ceremony. Its importance lies in its symbolism. Between the late nights of studying, Core 120, anyone? From the juggling of sports, clubs, and work, to the thrills and challenges of living independently, college has been a huge undertaking for us. This moment, this morning, is a time to reflect on the challenges we've faced and the triumphs we've achieved. Beyond our individual accomplishments, however, commencement symbolizes something greater. Commencement represents the collective pursuit of knowledge, the shared experiences that have shaped us, and the people that have supported us along the way. It is a time to remind ourselves of the people around us and to honor them. Those who supported us the most, those that became our best friends, those who cheered us on, and the ones who helped us succeed. Let us celebrate these personal connections and the impact these relationships will have on our future. For me, I see lifelong friends among my current group of buddies from UW-Whitewater, who I think are standing up there, and my study abroad university, Universidad Americana di Roma, last fall. This is one of the coolest things about college, meeting people. This student body comes from all walks of life, yet Whitewater became our common catalyst for networking. Let us remember the people who have been there for us every step of the way. These people are amazing. Thank them today. In many ways, commencement represents a new beginning. Between the lining up of new jobs or moving into an apartment or home for the first time, the road that lies ahead is exciting. As we forge our way into this new world, let us carry the values instilled in us during our time in college and put them to the test after graduation and beyond. Life, if you think about it, is just a classroom. So let us dream the impossible things and see what we can pull off. The professional world awaits us, and there are limitless possibilities ahead. When you think of the phrase lessons learned, what comes to mind for each of you? For me, college ushered in many changes in my life, but the three areas that I've seen the biggest shifts revolve around critical thinking, adaptability, and self-discovery. We all remember taking our general electives and then moving on to our upper division courses within our respective colleges. Think of all the material that we've covered in these classes. It's kind of crazy, right? Every time we solved a problem in class, worked on a group project, or prepared for exams, we expanded our critical thinking. These degrooves today are proof that we are now best suited to tackle the challenges that come before us. Adaptability is another attribute that Whitewater has instilled in the class of 2024. From the shift to online coursework and the prevalence of WebEx calls, to the wearing of masks and the difficulty in meeting friends, the class of 2024 started off in a tough spot. But we adapted, and we successfully made it through those hard times. Lastly, our college experience has been a time for self-discovery. I can almost bet that each and every one of you has better insight today on your interests, aspirations, and long-term goals than 4 years ago. These realizations are incredible and inspiring. The class of 2024 is full of success-driven people, and recognizing the accomplishments of this group today was an easy task. Whitewater continues to dominate in both sports and academics. Among many outstanding achievements this year, we have... Oh, shoot. It's fine. It's okay. Among many outstanding achievements this year, we have national titles for students on the track and field team, our gymnastics team, and our wheelchair basketball team won its 14th national championship, and several Warhawks are going to the Paralympics in Paris, France. Whitewater has also proven to be an academic powerhouse. As an AMA member myself, I am proud to say that Whitewater has won International Chapter of the Year the last 13 consecutive years, and our university has consistently found itself winning student competitions across all of our colleges. Our campus is filled with club advisors who give it their all each and every day for their students too. May I also add that it is important to acknowledge those of us who worked during the school year, had a family at home to provide for, or commuted to campus to take classes. All of us made sacrifices to complete our journey at Whitewater, and these decisions today have proved to be worthwhile. It's been a long time coming, but the grit, the hard work, and the dedication is apparent. Before I conclude my remarks, I want to say thank you again to the faculty at this university. You have all been truly outstanding. The knowledge, expertise, and intrinsic motivation you possess is incredible. I think every person in this room can think of an exchange they have had with a faculty member that has changed them for the better. For many students, professors have become mentors, and this is also true for me. Our families, friends, and loved ones have also been there for us in every step of the way, and they are the reason why many of us have kept pushing forward if there were times we wanted to quit. The future awaits us. As we stand on the threshold of a new journey, let these words be a guiding light for each graduate stepping into their next adventure. Your path is uniquely yours, a narrative waiting to unfold, shaped by your dreams and the encouraged to brace the uncharted. In the face of uncertainties, find consolation in your abilities, for within you lies an incredible reservoir of growth, discovery, and resilience. Thank you to the university for providing me the experience of a lifetime. It has truly been one of the best decisions I've made to be a Warhawk. As students, we have learned from one another. We have grown together, and many of us have become friends. Look at the people around you. These peers of yours, they are now your mentors, your colleagues, and your resources. We are now alumni. Let's use this new status with momentum and pride. To the class of 2024, congratulations.